Caitlin Clark, who has not been shooting well since coming back from her injury, left early last night in the Fever's win and up in Boston, actually, against the Connecticut Sun, who played a game at TD Garden in Boston. And we would imagine this kind of takes her completely off the board for all the All-Star festivities this weekend.
Yeah, this morning when I checked, the three-point contest was pulled off the board, which makes sense. If Clark's not going to be playing at all, you're going to have to switch things up, and those odds are going to be different. I mean, based on Caitlin Clark's reaction to that injury yesterday, and unfortunately it happened, late in the game, and the Fever should have been up enough where Clark isn't having to play late in the game. But she's in tears on the bench, I think, because she knows that she just re-aggravated that groin that kept her out for 5 games prior. And if she continues to miss time, especially with these soft tissue injuries, and maybe they say, okay, well, we rushed you back a little too early this past time, we're going to, play it extra safe, and she misses even more than 5 games, all of a sudden, the playoffs are going to be in jeopardy for the Fever, or could be, if they don't have her the rest of the regular season, or a good chunk of that. So that, sucks for women's basketball all around to not have her on the floor, not have her playing in a lot of these games. But it's, an unfortunate part of it. I guess, if anything, for the 3-point contest, she was the favorite yesterday. Sabrina Ionescu had the second shortest odds. I would imagine once those get posted again, once they're back on the board, that Ionescu would be the top spot with the shortest odds.
Yeah, you're right. The timing's just terrible. Not just for the All-Star weekend, but for the Fever making a run in the second half of the season as well. I will say, and I mentioned this the other day, this does open up maybe some more floor time for a rookie we've talked about already this season, who's shooting like 67% from the field in her last 3 games. Start to give me the Sophie Cunningham numbers. Start getting those posted earlier in the second half of the season, and that would be a look as she gets more time on the floor, more time with the ball with Caitlin Clark out. She shot 4 of 6 last night, had 11 points again. That's 3 straight games with double-digit shooting. That's 3 straight games of hitting from at least 56% from the floor. So as she has gotten more minutes, she has started to settle in, and Sophie Cunningham, maybe that's one way to find a positive out of the Caitlin Clark injury. You still want to bet on the Fever. Sophie Cunningham props may be the way to go this second half of the season, depending on how long the Caitlin Clark injury lasts. There's a full slate in the WNBA tonight, Kate. I don't know if you have any sides, totals, props, anything you have a look at going into the final night of WNBA action before the break.
Yeah, I think you look at the Liberty tonight, who are playing the Fever. Fever are on the back end of a back-to-back. They played Connecticut yesterday. I mentioned that game should have been a little bit easier for them as 15.5-point favorites. But a lot of those players logged a lot of minutes in that game. And then the compounding factor of the letdown of the Clark injury. And is that kind of deflating? You're up against the All-Star break. Maybe these players just kind of want to get to the break. So the Liberty, this number just keeps climbing. It was 9.5 earlier this morning. It's already 10.5 now. I wouldn't take it much higher than that, but I certainly think that is something that you could play this afternoon.